else. Not my normal intro. I copied that off someone. I mean, what? Okay. Welcome to something known as like a interview type stream, I guess, because I'm not really. I don't know how I can be professional with this stuff. Don't tell Bert that if you're one chef. Okay, but it's gonna start off. I'm gonna just tell you what we're gonna do. What to expect in this. What to expect? We're gonna ask current questions, from simple to kind of silly ones. But if you have any questions who are in the chat, please ask if you have any questions. I'm gonna post it on live in Burns Discord too, because that makes sense. Where is the? Oh, there it is. Burns streams. Bye and ask questions. Chat. Okay. Now I'm gonna. I gotta grab my stream. Spin a stream. One second. Oop. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now, chill music in the background? Yep, okay. I have some chill music going. You probably won't hear that because we're going to be talking and all that, but okay. Gotta call Bert? No. Hello?
Hello.
Hello there, Bert.
Good to see you, Bren. How are you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
I am swell.
Good. I posted in your Discord that I was alive as well, just to let you know. Maybe I pinged you.
That's fine, I see it.
Alright.
Ready for my interview.
Okay. No one in the chat yet, so are you prepared for a few questions that I have myself?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, pretty much the same first question I told you I was going to ask in DMs, but where did you get your name Bert Pixels from?
Well, my name originated from... Oh, hold on, let me just change something. Sorry. My name originated from the incident that happened at uni. I was working on my computer doing some programming, and I had lit a scented candle that was one of those tiny little ones that you just leave laying on your desk. And then somehow when I had gone to the bathroom and then came back, it had lit my computer screen on fire. Now the weird thing is I, put out the fire quickly and turned off the screen, but afterwards I turned back on the screen and half the screen still worked. And as you can tell, half the screen was burnt, so I went with the name as Burnt Pixels, which then I proceeded to use as a username when I made comics, and eventually went on to stream with it.
That's a pretty interesting story. My username,
Yes.
if you didn't tell, it's my actual name.
Wake up, Lieutenant! It's me, Connor.
It's a good name.
Yeah, but you scared me because I forgot to lower my follower sounds.
Yeah, I noticed I wasn't following you, so I was like, oh, well, I can fix
Alright,
that.
thank you for the follower, by the way.
No problem.
Because I have a loud thing where it's like, like Detroit Become Human, that game.
Yeah.
It's like the scene where Connor slaps Hank to get him up.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah, but I have a meme version of that where the slap constantly happens and it turns ear rapey over time.
Right.
So my name originated from my actual name, Brandon, and it was also my younger brother's name, and we combined them together, Brandlog, Brandon Logan.
Two good names.
Alright.
I think it was a father. I think I'd call my son Logan. I've always liked that name.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name. All right. Question 2.
Yes.
Where did you meet? Meet? Okay.
Take a deep breath. You're gonna be fine.
It also doesn't help that it's hot in this room. I forgot to put on the fan. But where did you meet, like, Minty? Where did you first met Minty?
Minty, I met in VR chat. I think I was just roaming around the world as being a goof, like trying to make people laugh and trying to be entertaining. And then one day, sorry, do excuse me, have a bit of a cough. I just
Sorry.
came across her, and I think I was able to make her laugh. And obviously, she doesn't talk, but using the sign language and motions with her hands, we came to understand one another. I asked where she was from. Somehow, I deducted she was also from the UK, and virtual world, we had many adventures together.
Yeah, some of those clips I saw, like when I was watching Foxy a couple times, like those are top 100 clips. I think she had a gun.
Yeah, she was playing one of her earliest skins. She had a lolly with a pistol, and she loved to point that at me whenever I did anything wrong. I don't know why, but we decided to try and reenact.
Wake up, Lieutenant. It's me, Connor.
I was playing Zelda for some reason. I don't know how it came to that arrangement.
I didn't hear you because Jews just followed. Because he said, I'm just wondering when Ace and Burnt first hooked up.
When did me and Ace meet? Was it VR chat? I can't remember. Top of my head. God, the problem is when you hang out with someone so much, the first time you meet in a video game, it becomes so blurred.
Yep.
I think it was VR chat, if I'm honest. I believe it was. I think we hung out in VR chat, said hello. I swear it was VR chat. He's gonna kill me if I've got this wrong. Don't tell him, Juicy. Don't allow him to know.
He just joins in the chat at that moment.
I know, I can see him. It's
No, he's streaming right now, so.
I know he's playing Red Dead. I'm letting him play that. I would watch him, but I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I'll be getting the game probably Tuesday. Anyway, you know, it's completely slipped my mind the first time I met Ace. I swear it was a VR chat, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, was it VR chat or was it Monster Hunter? It was around those two games. He started to watch me, and then he used to request a ton of good music in the chat, and eventually we started cooperating among each other, and his voice and my voice, we work together.
Also, Juice said he's in his stream right now, so.
Yes, I imagine Juice is doing multi-stream or something to watch the pair of us.
One tab open, two tabs.
Indeed, I know I met yourself in VR chat, Brown.
Yeah. That's Domo. Oh, that brought a question to my head. But why did you choose to be Domo?
I originally had no idea who to be. My first encounter with VR chat was watching the WoW guy. What's his name? Drek Wiz.
Yeah,
I watched him occasionally in Fox's videos and other VR chat videos on YouTube, and I thought it was funny. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see if I can try this out and be entertaining in some way. At first, I didn't stream the game because I was very shy and I've got a bit of social anxiety, so it doesn't help. But after some time, I went in and I was like, you know what? I'll pick a random model. At first, I was the default knight, and I was just yelling at people and stuff and making them laugh. But eventually, I came across Domo, and I was like, you know, I recognize Domo, and I think it would be a lot more hilarious to yell at people as a Domo, big friendly Japanese mascot. And I stuck with Domo, and eventually enough people came along and started following and recognizing me with it. So I was like, you know what? I'll stick with this guy. And Domo's always been my placement in VR chat now.
Especially with your new avatar you have with the knife.
Oh, exactly. Sir Domo. Hidden under the helmet for eventually be seen.
It's kind of. I remember the one stream I was watching. So each time you took off the helmet, someone reacted in a way. They couldn't stop laughing.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, a lot of people were surprised by it. You can thank the Mighty Melon for making that avatar with the helmet. He put a lot of work into it one night. I believe he stayed up all night to work at it. Honestly, he's an amazing guy.
He is.
but I love to do that. Like, people just think it's a normal night costume, but then I switch to the alternative that lets me take it off, and I will surprise them with the face, and it always gets a reaction out of them. Best thing to do is to go up to someone really close, take off the helmet, and see what their reaction is. Half the time it's laughs, half the time it's them running away. Either way, it always gets a reaction. So, it works.
It's that's what I did like about VR chat. Everyone is you can always be in a virtual it's like a virtual world like it's like in the future in a sense. Everyone sits down and talks. Everyone has a good time. Even you're a desktop user, you can just chill and have a good time.
Yeah, I've always, I've always liked VR chat for the way it helps people deal with social problems, like they struggle to get out, or sometimes they're shy. But in VR chat, if you see a person with an avatar that has a similar thing that you enjoy, like maybe they're from an anime or a cartoon, or hell, even they've modeled something remotely funny, you can go over there, pay them a compliment, and get to know them. It really makes things easier. You don't get the person at face value. Instead, you get the person by interest value. Like you see someone and they are the icon of something that you're interested in, so you go over there and have a chat with them. Other times they're just hilarious and they're being themselves, and you feel more comfortable around them because they're trying to entertain people. VR chat's a lot more safer environment socially. You can block people, you can just talk to people if you want to, or you can just go around the worlds by yourself. It's
You
entirely
just
your
explore.
decision.
You can explore like there's endless worlds on there, so
Indeed.
you can go from one place to another depending on your computer rapidly.
Yeah, it's honestly just it's a new and interesting social dynamic when it comes to gaming slash interacting with people.
All right, all right, so the next question I have is when you first became affiliate, what was your
Yeah.
reaction?
I was actually rather late to it. Like, I had already, I think it was like around about 112 followers. I had on you got some background noise there, bud.
All right, I'm mute. One second. Go ahead.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I had I think 112 followers, and then people were telling me, "Oh, you can apply for affiliate," and I was like, "Oh, what's affiliate?" And they were like, "Well, it's the thing before partnership." I didn't know anything about affiliates. I thought it was just partnership on Twitch. Like you would stream from 0, get to around over 1,000, and eventually you'll be part. I had no idea about the affiliate program until someone eventually told me, and then I applied, and then in less than 2 days I had the bloody thing. I was like, "Oh, well, this is amazing." So yeah, around about the time I got affiliate was when I started to branch out and try new things. Like, I got the emotes, I put one of those in, and yeah, that's what happened.
All right, nice. Okay. Sorry for the noise. It's just arguments outside the door.
No, it's fine. I understand.
All right. Next question I have when you. All right. Okay. I just realized this some song I recognized started playing in the background. I had like small chilling music in the background, not really high, but. So whenever you decided to play VR chat, when did you think you would be into it, or did you think it would just be like a one-time thing?
Honestly, when I first saw VR chat, I got obviously the strong feelings it was very similar to Second Life. Obviously, that's another kind of virtual world thing where people try and make their own unique avatars and stuff. I was like, yeah, it looks like it, but I'll go and see what it's like. I only spent a day on there at first, and then eventually I came back a week later and gave it another go. I thought, yeah, it's alright. You can just be a complete stranger to someone. Whoa. You can be a complete stranger and you can entertain people. And I thought that was nice in a way. Like, cool. But yeah, I thought it was Second Life, but in the end it became its own thing, and it was more attractive to be a part of, I guess. I don't know.
That's with all these like socially active like virtual games. Like some are like Second Life, or like what was that one game called where you can just like basically what was it called?
I don't know. IMVU, I think
IMVU,
maybe
yeah.
was one. You also
Yeah.
had a bunch of other social games. Yeah, Habbo Hotel, Club Penguin technically counts.
Yeah, Club Penguin, best game. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah. What about yourself? Did you think you'd get into VR chat, or?
Well, when I first started playing, when I got into VR chat, my friend showed me like at school. This was like a year maybe or two ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I started looking up stuff on YouTube for like VR chat funny moments. I came across like Drek, who else? Whoops. I
Yeah, I think it was Drek and Bonfire that got me heavily into VR
I
chat.
actually never watched. I never seen anything for Bonfire really.
I
Before.
remember coming across a Bonfire video around about the same time I started getting into Boku no Hero, the manga, and eventually I watched the anime, and then eventually I saw Bonfire, and I was like, "Ha, that guy's pretty good."
He does a really
It's
good
pretty
voice.
impression. Oh yeah, definitely. I was like, I'm gonna try and meet that guy at some point because he seems like a nice guy.
I did, but the thing is, it was off stream. I think he was using his normal voice. I actually like one clip I did. He was actually, I actually caught him singing at the time, but he had a pretty good voice. Either with Bonfire, the All Might persona, and his normal voice.
Yeah, he seems like a genuinely nice guy, and you can't fault him for anything. He's remotely hilarious, and you know, you gotta like the guy. That's it. He's out there to entertain people, and he amassed quite a following for it. So, huge respect for the guy.
So whenever I got into it, when I first got into the game, I was like, I was like, whoa! I didn't know this could be in desktop mode. I was like, all right, that's a plus. So I started going around the world. Of course, I was in the original hub, walking around, exploring. I came across a I forget what character I came. Something from, I think Final Fantasy or
Cloud, Chocobo.
It was like a side character. I think I don't remember, but it was a different game. I don't know. So I was like, I talked to them. And actually, that was like one of my first friends in VR chat, but he doesn't get on at all anymore. His account is pretty much dead.
Well, you know, people stick around or they don't. I haven't played it recently. I do go back occasionally to, like, obviously talk to friends and whatnot who are in there. A lot of people tend to be easier to access through VR chat than on Steam or Discord. So I go in there and see how they're doing.
So then I started playing more. Then I didn't know like custom avatars were natural. Well, I knew custom avatars were a thing, but I didn't know it was like you could upload them to your account. So during that entire time, you need like a 50 hours to play custom avatars, anyways.
I don't know. Personally, I never really thought I'd ever have a custom avatar, to be honest. I thought I just kept using the Domo. I didn't think I'd get VR at first. I thought I'd just keep playing it on desktop.
That's one reason why I want to get a VR headset is to play VR chat though, but like other games would be cool too, like Beat Saber, Elite Dangerous especially. I would want to try that out in VR.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of virtual reality games that are like really fun to play. The thing is, at the time, I was playing a lot of games that had virtual reality, things that you could additionally use it. But I never had the thing, and I was like, this would be cool to try out. I knew obviously it would be somewhat usable, but yeah, I eventually got one and tried them all out. I think it changed my experience. Virtual reality is something you definitely want to do if you get the opportunity. Try everything, because you might find one game that you used to play has a totally different experience in virtual reality. Elite Dangerous, for example, I can only play that in VR now because it's just so much cooler.
Yeah, but that's the one thing with VR chat. Like, whenever when you look down, you actually see like your avatar. You actually are them. In a sense, with some VR games, you aren't like anything. You're just like a person, just like with just hands. Or in Skyrim VR case, you can see your character, but you can just see your hands mostly.
Skyrim VR is a weird one. It's kind of similar to Fallout VR. at first they didn't really work too well. It was a bit of a hit.
People
hit
had
and
the
miss.
people had the modded to make it work.
Yeah, definitely. And then they released, actual patches for it, and it got better.
It was originally on PlayStation VR, then they updated it to PC, which made it worse. I think.
I don't know. I never really had an interest in playing it. Oh, excuse me. That is my phone. Accidentally opened an advert. But yeah, virtual reality. It's a early stage right now. It's an early doorway to go through. We've got games coming out and games that have come out that are kind of working. A lot of games, use the horror and jump scare tactic with it, which is okay, I guess. But
And when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy VR, though.
oh, dude, that is horrifying. I can play the desktop version without any trouble, but when I'm in like the VR version, it's that much more scarier because you're there in the room.
Yeah.
Like you turn around, you can see every detail. It's not.
I mean,
not fun.
it's pretty interesting though, like seeing it like in person. But then the jump scares happen, and you just shit your pants.
Yeah, they're like they're right in your face. There's a difference between a jump scare being on a screen where you can move away from the screen to a a VR helmet where it's in your face essentially. You're inches away from it.
Yeah.
Also, hello Wolfie Changicha. Welcome to the stream. I see you in the chat. Don't mind me.
Looking at the chat more on than I am because I'm just fixing something with the stream.
That's fine. I'll keep them entertained. Don't mind me, folks. I'm not the host. This is Bran. If you're watching him right now and you're not a follower, please give him a follow. He's a nice guy. This is everything.
Also, warn me before you do because that alert sound will deafen me. I need to change that.
You need to work with your settings, I think. Sit down for a day. Figure it all out.
I mean, I did it before just as a joke, but I actually like the sound. But the thing is, though, I didn't realize it would be that loud when I'm not paying attention. Like the one time I was like playing, like I think it was Pokemon or something. I was streaming that, and it was something I was like doing the battle. Then all of a sudden, when my Pokemon died, this is the funny thing. The slapping starts starting.
Oh, fair enough then, my guy. In terms of virtual reality, this is a question for you. Where do you think we'll be with it in, let's say, 5 years' time? What do you think will be put into the virtual reality? At first, it was just our vision. We would see and look around and stuff, and then recently, it's been more to do with touch, with the controllers and whatnot. Well, what do you think is going to be the mainstream thing that we have next?
Maybe like an actual maybe I don't know. There's like a suit, I guess. Like you could put on it's in a sense it's like full body in a sense, but like how full body tracking is. But you actually whenever like someone touches you like in a game, you can actually feel it. Yeah. Or the SAO style thing. I didn't say nothing was wrong with Pokemon. I was saying that whenever I was playing it, the follow sound I have blasted my eardrums. I didn't say nothing was wrong with Pokemon. But back to the question. I think it could be too or it could be like when it Sword Art Online way where you actually put on a headset and you go inside the game. But I'm not talking about where they just if you die in the game, you die in real life. That type of deal.
No, that's always been a thing with virtual reality. It's like if you die in the game, you're gonna die in real life. I'm it's terrifying when you think about it because you're plugging in to have some fun. You may not escape. I think Sword Art Online has become, I don't know, one of the most mainstream virtual reality things when people think of it.
True. I mean, there's some other games that have that sort of anime that has that sort of virtuality feel, but there's this one anime I watched where instead of it's not really virtual reality, but it's like they are still in the real world in a sense, but time they are too fast enough for they're fast enough.
Take it.
They're fast, but they're fast enough for anyone to see them at normal. They're looking at them. If someone looks at them, they're at normal speed, but they're moving faster than normal into them in a sense because all time freezes, and they can either go.
First encounters with VR was the show Code Lyoko.
Yes.
Which was a 2D show, but when they went into the system, they became 3D. And I was like, whoa, shit, that looks cool. Even though the art style for that show but the way they look, it's so weird.
It is kind of weird, yeah.
2D they look okay. 3D they look.
I mean, when they started working on when the game, not the game, show became more popular, they changed how they worked a little bit and all that. Especially when William Mark happened.
In terms of virtuality and where I think it would go, to go back to an earlier question, I think, honestly, you're right. I think maybe sensation and touch will be a big thing. I think before it goes to full body, I think it'll probably go to hands. Maybe the gloves or whatnot. Like, you'll like put your hand in something, and maybe you'll like actually feel the surface of it or whatever. That would be one thing that they might add. Full body in terms of impact, I know they already exist, but like they're very expensive and in beta right now, so we probably won't see that anytime soon. But if we were to give it like 5 to 10 years, I think definitely we'll have one more step in the direction of some kind of touch or interaction. I doubt smell will become ever a thing anytime soon, because you know that would have to be through the headset or whatever. But
yeah, that'd be
kind
of weird too.
If we did have like a Neuralink in terms of like Sword Art Online, that would be amazing. But obviously there is tremendous risks with that. Like you need to not kill the person.
Yeah, like that's the entire thing with Sword Art Online, like the brainwaves that they had. Like that's what killed them when they died in the game.
Yeah. Well, it would work. Well, I can't really say it would work. I'm not a scientist. Theoretically, it seems possible. Like, you know, you put someone in a suspended dream state, but they're pretty much playing virtuality in their head. If that makes sense, it uses the human mind as the processor, which is fantastic. And then all you do is you connect to a world. It seems logical, but obviously science isn't that great yet, and we're probably excuse me. We're probably not ready to make that leap. But if it were to happen, I'll be honest, in 10 years' time, would I plug myself into a virtual world where I can touch, taste, get stabbed, all this kind of thing? Fuck yeah. I would totally go and jump in there.
When I'm like 28, I'll do that.
Well, I'll be, what am I now? I'm 24. I'd be 34 years of age. I'd be the bar owner. I'd totally be the blacksmith. Or I don't know. I'd probably be an adventurer, like some kind
Potion
of
seller.
leader. No, I definitely have a role of a big tall guy doing something. I don't know. Maybe a quest giver. That might be good.
Yeah,
I definitely have a campfire going.
Like that's the whole entire thing though. So with games like that, like if it was like a VR game, like how Sword Art Online was. Like I'm talking about the actual game, not the anime. Like how it was like an adventure type game with like skills and all this crap. Like not really magic in the sense like sword skills and all that stuff. If it was something like that, that would be pretty interesting, I guess.
Well, I guess we'll only be able to tell with time and see where things go. But in terms of Sword Art Online, we're probably still quite far away. Hell, we haven't even put a person on Mars yet. I think we've got bigger priorities of doing that.
I think so. Or even farther in space. Probably.
Yeah, I think Mars is a fair step. We'd probably get there in 10 years. But virtual reality seems plausible from a down-on-Earth perspective.
Especially
giving people...
Especially...
Go on.
You go ahead.
No, you go first.
I think especially when, like, mainly the companies who are behind, like, all the VR headsets, like Oculus, Vive, HTC Vive, and all the people behind them, like, that they actually probably have ideas, whereas, like, Sword Art Online ideas, or something even more than that, but they don't have, like, the technology or know how to do it yet, because they would need, like, scientists' help.
Well, if we take a look at current technology, computers can graphically still make worlds and whatnot, but they can't render like actual worlds. We can't render anything to a detailed point of perfection. Graphically, until we can render something so it's 100% accurate to the actual thing, and the computer itself can run it at a continuous pace for a 24-hour period, we're not needing any kind of rest. That is when we can probably establish some kind of virtual world where we can plug ourselves in. Like, reality-wise now, if we were to plug ourselves into anything like Sword Art Online, it would definitely be kind of similar to VR chat right now. We don't have that many. Well, we don't have a strong enough graphics card. Let's face it. Supercomputers probably do. Maybe there's some, I don't know, Japanese supercomputer out there that has a graphical technology limit that it can render a near world perspective through the headset or through lying down on a bed. But until we have pretty much computers at home where we can all plug ourselves into a world graphically rendered to a point of near perfection and interaction and all that, we're not going to have anything like Sword Art Online. Like I said, at the current rate of technological advancement, we could do in 10 years or so. At which age I still consider myself quite young at 34. I will be well happy to take the plunge and dive into that virtual world to go and mow the lawn and feed the dog.
I would too, because that's like one dream I have, like where, like, technology gets to goes advanced where that thing where it's possible to happen. Because like my main thing is like my world like evolves sort of around online because I have like social anxiety I have and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I whenever I talk to someone online, I feel more comfortable in a sense.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Like, they say that to be human, it is perfectly natural in order to feel anxious around another human being. Like, the biggest thing with with an animal, or anything for that matter, is that you can pretty much tell what an animal will do. If an animal is hungry, and it is usually carnivorous, it will probably attack you to try and get meat. Like, you can kind of predict what an animal is going to do. The human mind, however, is something you cannot predict, something that you cannot understand to a degree. So that is why, as humans, we feel so nervous around people. We never know what another person's going to do. We can try to predict and outplay someone, but we can't. It's a series of mental gymnastics that even this most simple of person can feel quite intimidated by at the end of the day. Like, I suffer from social anxiety. Hell, I had to go shopping today. I was like, oh god, that's a mental gymnastic I had to hop over. But everyone can feel this at any point, at any time. We don't know what's going to happen when we leave our house or home or safety or how the day is going to be. The worst part is when you sit there, maybe you're working or you're at school or college or university, and you have a person next to you and you consider them a friend, but then like for some reason your mind starts asking itself, are they really a friend? Have I upset them? Do they really like me? What are they like when I'm away? This is anxiety. I think the most accurate display or description of it is anxiety, in a way, is your mind making up conspiracy theories about yourself.
Yes, yeah, my mind usually, sometimes, like, whenever I'm, like, doing something, sometimes, like, if it's either at school, maybe just talking to someone, my mind usually just goes off somewhere, and whenever they're trying to get my attention, it takes me a couple of seconds to come back, like, to reality in a sense.
But that's fine and completely normal. Sometimes life is a bit too much, and sometimes your mind can't comprehend everything. It's like, right now I'm currently trying to focus on being better for my new job, and obviously, probably about 2 to 3 weeks time I'll be moving out, and I still haven't made like even a decent enough start in this apartment. I could not stream tonight and spend the next 3 hours to tidy up and do a good job. I'm just looking around right now. There's still a lot to do. Or obviously instead I plan to stream for a few hours and try to relax and play a game and get to see some new viewers and hopefully get some more followers and whatnot.
And make someone laugh.
Exactly, entertain people. That to me is one of my favorite hobbies. I like to sit down, I like to try and make someone's day a bit better. That's the whole point of my stream, and to a degree I imagine it's similar to yours.
Yeah. Whenever I stream, all I want to do is make someone smile, happy. If they're having a bad day, give them a place to just vent or feel free to chat in the chat. Like if someone just joined in randomly and decided, hey, they wanted to ask me if there's something, like ask them help with something, I'm like, sure, why not? Because I'm that type of person. But when it comes to me, someone wanting to help me in a sense, like my whole computer situation, like someone asked me where if do you want me to post your Streamlabs link around to help you get donations. I was like, no, you don't have to do that. I rather deal with it, and when that money can go to someone who is more in need, like they need like food, water, like or even a charity stream out of.
Yeah, honestly, whatever purpose your stream is, as long as you can say it's for a good cause, then I will probably follow, give you a bit of motivation, and say good luck, and I hope you do well. Like, my objective for overall as a streamer would be to make people laugh, be entertaining, but my goal would be to help people and help them by making them realize their self-worth, how much they should appreciate themselves for who they are, but at the same time, if they're struggling in life, to instead of, you know, try and find comfort at that moment in stage, rather than just, you know, try and distract from it, give them the motivation to take that first step to change it for themselves, to breach into the new life that they want, rather than having to sit by and just, you know, how do I describe it? I see so many people on YouTube, and it pisses me off when they're like showing off these $1,000 watches and this fucking mansion and all these things, and like they're talking about how they sleep with all these guys. I'm like, that's great, good for you, buddy. But intentionally, are they showing off, or are they trying to encourage people to go for that as well?
That's the question too. Like I see, like you said, like we see so many YouTubers out there, like showing off houses, showing off like the gaming consoles and all of that. V-Bucks for Fortnite for some reason. I don't know why I said that. But, like there's some guy who just like decided like, hey, but the thing is that with him, he's gonna give it away. That's fine. Like for people who play the game, he's gonna give whenever that gifting feature, I think it's called, whenever that comes out, they're gonna give it away and give away the V-Bucks and all that. But like that's okay. Well, there's some people out there who just hoard, like not really hoard, like treat people like whoever like their subscribers are. They want to meet them and not be able to meet them or talk to them, and if they ask questions or give some help. But some YouTubers out there are just like cruel in a sense.
Yeah, I suppose. Honestly, the world to success is usually paved with good intentions. Those who can act upon it, those are the people who are often the ones that make those are the ones that make a difference. I hope that in the future, we as streamers, we can literally assist someone to take that first step, to experience that new life by taking a chance for themselves. Like, instead of waking up and doing the same old thing every single day, day in and out, they instead make that split-second moment to decide that they're going to get up and they're going to change the way they live. They're going to apply for something. They're going to, you know, change one aspect of how they live their daily lives for the better. They're going to stand up for themselves. Maybe they're getting bullied, or maybe they're I don't know, they're unhappy in their job. They'll go and apply for a new one, or maybe they'll take a course, or maybe they'll do research on how they can stay that they're capable of being so much more. That's my goal at the end of the day, to make one person's life better. Like, it's my dream, essentially. I want to be able to be better myself, but to a point where I know how to make one more person out there be as good, because I'm fucking awesome, by the way. Just pointing that out right now. I'm the bee's fucking knees. I mean, I want to inspire people. Fuck it, I want to be a superhero. I want to be that superhero, that superpower.
Superdomo.
Exactly, Superdomo. I wear a domo cap and I can make someone laugh, but at the same time, I make them wake up one morning and go, you know what? Burnt was right. Burnt said something yesterday that made me go, I'm gonna do it for me. I'm gonna do it for me. I'm not gonna do it for Burnt. I'm not gonna do it for my girlfriend. I'm gonna do it for me. I'm gonna take that step today. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm not gonna eat that chocolate cake that I was gonna do. I'm gonna throw that away. And instead, I'm gonna go out and buy some vegetables. I'm gonna get healthy. I'm gonna go for a jog. Or I'm gonna do my research now rather than playing 2 hours of Monster, like, to take a test.
Yeah.
That's my goal. to convince someone to do one little thing that makes their life all the better.
That's the one thing with me, though. I mean, I learned that too with people, but the thing is, whenever I help someone, whenever I don't really worry about myself in a sense, because whenever someone's in need, I'd rather put their needs before my own sometimes, because I'd rather say, because whenever one of my friends are like depressed or upset with like life or something, I always make sure they're okay first before I come to them with all my problems. Like, I mean, I usually just shy it away though sometimes though, which I shouldn't do, but I do it anyways.
Well, that's fine. That's called being selfless. You should always try and help others, but also the most important thing is to never help so many people or help others to a point where you destroy yourself or lose yourself.
Also, Wolfie, that is true. You can't make life better. I mean,
you can make life better.
You can make it better if you try.
That's what I mean. You have to do. It's no try, there is do.
There's no do, try. What? There's no try, do.
There is no try, there is only do. You can try to make yourself a better person by being less of an asshole. But you can only do it if you decide that you're going to do it every single day from that point on. You will not lose weight if you try to do it once. You need to do it every day. That's reality. You have to face it. You have to face these hard facts. I want to be a successful streamer. Does it mean I'm going to have to do a stream every single week? Yeah, that's what it'll take. You can try.
Yeah, you can try to be. I try to be a successful streamer, but the only time I stream is on the weekend.
Yeah. You can try. What I'm trying to say is, you can always try. You can always try. That is a guarantee. But to manage it and to do it, you have to do it. You just do it. Just do it, person out there. To lose weight, you could die. Some people die. Well, yeah, everyone dies. Everything dies. Let's fucking get that out the window right now, okay? Let's get that goddamn depressing fact out of the window and make you accept that's gonna happen. You're gonna die. Okay? We all good on that? We all clear? Good. Everyone's sad? Fantastic. But that's a fact.
Oops,
You're going
I didn't
to die.
realize my chat thing in the stream overlay was messed up. Okay.
Live life like, you know. Live life with the fact that, yeah, you know you're gonna die, but you're gonna try and you're gonna do one thing every day that counts. Even if it means just hiding or taking out the trash, you're gonna do one thing every day. It's gonna make you better. Like, it's gonna do something to improve on your life. That's what in life, by having a small success every day. Because those small successes add up, and eventually those small successes lead to a big success. And that's the benefit of life. And you're going to fail. Everyone's going to fail. Everyone fails at some point. No one has succeeded so much in life that they've reached 100% completion. Actually, they have. It's called succeeding and then immediately dying. And they haven't lived a full life. Okay? Life is tricky to talk about.
It is. It really is. Alright, Alright, if anyone has a question in the chat that you want to ask Burns, or myself rather, if you want to, I don't know why. Go ahead.
Called dying. Yeah, you are. You're gonna succeed in dying, because at some point in your life you're gonna die. That's it!
And you're like 13 plus.
Yeah. You can't accept that. You're gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. The fucking universe is gonna explode at some point. Like, the birds, the bees, it's gonna happen.
The sun.
Might as well just, you know, call this one episode 1 interviewing Burnt Pixels. By the way, you're gonna die. That's my motivation. It is. It's how you change as a person. When you realize at some point you're not gonna be here and you're only here now, so you need to do something now because you've gotta do it. Don't fucking put it off, alright? Because something bad could happen, alright? You may sit in that chair for so long saying to yourself, oh god, I haven't done this in so long. Great, I've sat down for so long, now my legs don't. Now you can't go for a run. You can't do that. Because guess what? You chose to do the sitting rather than doing the run.
Motivational therapy with Burnt Pixels, episode 1.
Oh, I totally should do that. I actually might stream some of this tonight, like the just chatting thing. And it's like, I'm gonna motivate you. with burnt pixels. And that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna have people come in the chat who need motivation. I'm gonna say to them straight up, listen, buddy, you're gonna die one day. Let's get that fact out the window. Number two, now you're gonna do something about it, okay? You know that one day you're not gonna be here. You know things aren't gonna get better until you do something. So go and fucking do it right now, okay? Stop watching the stream. Go and give yourself some love. Go look in the mirror. Go and look at yourself. If you don't like what you see, change it. Do it. You've got to do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Shia LaBeouf was at Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf was right, okay? he was. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
It was a meme.
It was a meme. It was a meme. But it is a meme, but...
It's a motivational video. That's what it is, but he's correct. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Go out there and go and do it.
What do you mean you shouldn't let your dream...
Yeah, what do you mean, Wolfie Changa Cha? Tell me what you mean by that. Here's my counterpoint to that. You've got to give me a reason why you shouldn't. Now you have to do that. And if you don't, I win. There. Done.
S dash W dash. I can do that too, you know.
Listen, buddy. Brown.
Yes.
I know you've said in the past that obviously you want to like... Wait, hold on. You shouldn't change how you look because... Okay, oh wait. You was born that way. Yeah, but no, at the same time. If you got fat, you did that. You weren't born fat. So, go change. Like, it's simple.
I mean, your personality, you don't have to change that, no.
No, you can change your personality. I've changed my personality. Brad, you can.
I know you can, but if you like yourself the way you... I mean, if you like your personality and you don't want to change anybody, if someone's like forcing it on you, you shouldn't change it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I get that. Like, if you have a personality and you like it, and you think you have a good personality, then stick with it. But if someone's calling you a sack of shit because they make a valid point, you should change. You should probably work on it. And that's when the do aspect.
You're born chubby when you're small.
Well, yeah, everyone's born chubby, but you know, when growing up, if you were offered like the carrot sticks or the chocolate bar, it's what you choose from that point on.
What were you gonna ask me?
Oh, I'm just saying, like, personality-wise. If you like your personality, and it's fair, some people like their personalities, and if they're confident, then yeah, stick with them. But if you're an asshole, like, you generally know you're being evil, or you generally know you're being a nasty person, and you know it makes you feel sad, or, you should probably work on it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I think so, too. Well, I thought you were gonna ask me something in the past, though, before.
Oh no, I don't want to refer to your past. Like I don't know.
No, I mean
I don't know
my
too
past.
much about you. Yeah.
Oh, not my past. Like you said, I said something in the past, or.
Oh no, I said like I know you're going for in the past. You have mentioned some things that you have to deal with.
Yeah. Okay.
And like I hope from this interview today, like maybe we can work on it, and you can.
I've been getting a lot better though. It's like sometimes I have episodes, but most of the time I've been okay.
Yeah. Well, I hope you continue to get better, and I hope you do what you need to do to keep those better things coming, if that makes sense.
I know what you
Even
mean.
if it's the smallest change, like, I don't know, making your bed in the morning when you get up.
Or just making sure not to fail that math test.
Yeah, like, by doing some research, studying. You gotta do that one small thing today that makes the big difference tomorrow.
That's the main thing in life, though.
Exactly. The most important thing in life, in my mantra, is that when you get up in the morning, and no matter who you are as a person, as long as by the day that you die, you have left the world, in your own case, better than how you found it, you've done good. Because you gotta remember, it's not who you are now that's gonna be affected by what you do. It's the people that come after. There's going to be 1,000 generations. There might only be 10. You don't know how far as humans will go. But you should inspire to, no matter what role or path you take in life, that along that path, you leave the path behind you better for the person who follows on that path.
That's what I think so, too. Alright, alright, I just thought of a question, because we haven't asked any questions in how long. We were just talking about life, VR.
Well, it's an interview. You can
Oh,
talk
yeah,
about
that's
anything.
true.
It doesn't have to be a question.
And I just thought of a good question, actually.
Mhm.
So, whenever you first started streaming, did you think
Yeah.
you would be as big as you are now, like with 600 followers, or did you think it was like a you wouldn't be like something small?
How do I put this? When I began as a streamer, I had a lot of thought process go into it. I made plans, essentially. I didn't just go into it like, you know, I didn't just launch up OBS one day and go, okay, I'm a streamer. No, I kind of planned for it in a way. It's weird. I built everything in advance. Like, I got the computer, I got some artwork, I kind of set myself up. But I knew that one day, no matter how long it took, because I do want to become a streamer, that I eventually would reach probably where I am today. Would I have imagined I got here this fast? No. I got here quicker than I thought it would be. And that makes me happy, because, like I said, it's what you do, and you keep doing, and you stick with, that makes the difference. And I knew that if I had stopped at any point and given it up to try something else, like I've done in the past, which is a bad habit that people have, by starting something and never finishing it, that they wouldn't get to where they want to be. And in a way, at 603 followers right now, I believe, I knew I was going to get to this point, but I knew I would never. There was no way I would have known how quick it would have got. If that makes sense. If that is the answer.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Because whenever I created my, this is between YouTube and Twitch, because I'm on YouTube, I'm on both. At first, I was on YouTube, when I first created my YouTube account was in 2013, and I was like probably like 12.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not just do it? So probably some people watching right now probably weren't even born yet, or babies.
No, I reckon everyone was alive that's watching.
Maybe, but
You never know.
whenever
Well, I'm older than you, and Minnie's older than you, so
yeah.
Wolfie, I don't know how old Wolfie is, but yeah.
Whenever I did start doing YouTube back in 2013, I was like, I used a camera, like a camera that you like take pictures with, to record. Oh no, no skip. Oh, okay. Sorry for that. Since I have background music playing, an ad decided to play. I was like, oh, I gotta skip that. It's World of Warcraft. I don't want to get.
It's fine. Download ad block or pause your mic, whatever it takes. I'll just yell at the.
I mean, it's
Like,
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine now. Okay, let's go to the next video so we won't have to deal with an ad. Okay. Oh, there's probably gonna be added in front of the thing, isn't it? Okay, no. Okay.
Wolfie, if you have always started to draw, but you've never finished it, my only bit of advice is, do a small drawing. Don't think that when you pick up a pen today, you're gonna draw a masterpiece. That is the best thing to do. Draw something small, then draw something bigger. Then when you get the motivation out of all those tiny little drawings to do, that when you think to yourself, okay, I've drawn enough small things, now I kind of want to draw something big, now draw the big thing. And the big thing is, you don't stop. Don't stop until it's finished. Don't stop until you're satisfied. Never put the pen down. Never take a break. That is how you finish your drawing. You start small. You start something easy. So minuscule that you can't fail. A stick man. Go. Done it? Great. Now what are you going to do? You're going to give that stick man a smiley face. Have you done that? Great. Have you looked at one of the eyes and thought to yourself, that eye could be better? Fantastic. Draw another stick man with some legs and some eyes, but draw the eyes a different way. Change it up. Mix things up. I draw. Okay? I know. That's my mindset behind it. You've got to go. That's it. It's like a starting line and a finish line in life. Anything along the starting line. Take that first step. Draw, even if it's something simple. You want to draw the Mona Lisa? That's great. You're going to have to draw 1,000 things until you get there, though. Because
funny
no
thing
one
we
draws the
were
Mona
saying
Lisa the moment they come out the the womb.
Sorry to interrupt you, but the funny thing just happened right now. While we were talking, the music in the background that was playing started getting more dramatic as you start to finish what we were saying.
Yeah. But what are you saying? How you met? Wait. Oh, what about saying how you met everyone in the campfire? That's easy. That's an easy question to answer. The campfire began with a. It began, funnily enough, with Overwatch. Because when I first started streaming,
I forgot to ask about that.
yeah, when I first started streaming, I played Overwatch, and I played Grand Theft Auto roleplay, and let's see, I had a few friends on Overwatch. I was part of a different group at one time, a different Discord, and I looked at it, I was like, wow, such a quite a fit. I think they had like 25 people in their Discord. I was like, this is pretty nice, and they called it the house, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I kind of like this, and I thought to myself, as a streamer, maybe I should have somewhere to go where if someone comes along in the future and they want to follow, they can just follow, stick around, and we can talk. And that's what I did. And all my friends in the house joined the campfire at first. And then there was a few people back from my college days. They found out about the campfire, and they were like, oh, I remember Bert. So they came to the campfire and, and said hello to show their support. And, yeah, a few friends I made in GTA roleplay. And eventually, next thing you know, I have 20 people. I'm like, holy shit. I actually have basically a Discord with the same size that the house did. And that was like a few weeks. And then next thing you know, I start doing more social things. I play GTA roleplay, I meet some more people, they join, they hit follow my channel, they show support. Then next thing you know, I go on VR chat for the first time, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I run a Discord if you want to talk again in the future. I also stream, and people starting come into the stream to say hello and see themselves, and be part of clips that they would love to see and download and talk about. And then also, while they were watching the stream, they'd go, hey, I'm going to join the campfire. So they'd join the campfire. And next thing you know, we have 25 people. And then it goes up to 30, and then 50. And then, at some point, maybe you joined, and then I was really motivated when so I was like, wow, this is really happening. I was getting a buttload more followers on Twitch at that point. I think we were, close to 200. And I was like, okay, now's the time to go, get... Things are growing. I can make people laugh. I can bring people in. I'm not going to stop at this point. I'm feeling the energy to go. So that's what I did. I played VR chat a ton. At first, it was really aggressive advertising, I'm not going to lie. That was me running around as Domo, going up to people and going, hey, fucker, listen here. I got a Twitch channel, and you're on it right now. So you should go over there and look at yourself. And people were like, oh, okay. So they came over to the channel and they hit follow. I was like, I can do this. I can do this until I get to 1,000. But then, eventually, the aggressiveness started to wear off and it scared people away. And I was like, I need to be more down to earth. I need to be more me. So I quieted down, I used my voice, I introduced myself a lot more, I started hanging out in VR chat and talking to people, get to know them. And then next thing you know, we have about 60 to 70 people in the Discord, and we're like, wow, we're this close to 100. And at this point, I'm 250, 300 followers on Twitch. I'm like, this is growing nicely. And I got to know some of my followers that stick around for streams, or we'd play games together. And I started making friends, and it was nice. In most cases, whenever I play video games, it would just be someone I've met, and we decide just to play a game together, and that would be it. And eventually, I changed game, and I'd probably never talk to that friend again. It was I had friends, but due to the games that I play, or they don't want to play, we'd stop interacting, and that made me sad, because it was temporary friendship. So, VR chat was one where, something amazing happened, Minty. You yourself, who was a part of it, you stuck around. And, Gran and everybody else that was in the Discord at the time started to get to know each other and started to hang out and play games together and, have movie nights where I didn't have to be involved. And that was weird. It was these people are socializing, even though they're in my Discord, but they don't need me. They're making friendship, and I thought that was beautiful. And I got to be a part of that. And I got to, I got to have moments where I was angry with people. I got to have moments where I was happy with people. I got to know people to a point where I was being called up on some days where they needed help and a bit of talk, and I was like, yeah, I'm free right now, and we've hung out plenty of times in games. I want to get to know you. And yeah, it was crazy. It grew and it blossomed, and the campfire to this day. Sorry, I don't mean to advertise brand.
It's all right. I don't mind.
The campfire to this day has grown into some you can consider small, seeing as like some Discords have like 15,000 members and stuff active. And I'm like, that's okay. I've got a bunch of people in this Discord that I know that I would consider friends, and if I met them IRL, we'd go see a movie, or we'd go bowling, or maybe we just have like a day out at the shops, like whatever you wanted to do. I know these are the people that I would love to like generally hang out with, and I'm comfortable with, and like I tell them my more from my personal life, and that at the end of the day was something. If we go back to your earlier question, Brian, that is one thing. Even though I thought about it and planned for, I never thought would have happened to me as a streamer, and that means that that moment of where you realize that you have people that you have met through gaming or just coming along and saying hello. That is a moment that means more to me than any number of followers on Twitch. Some of the people that I've met and got to know, the friendships, those matter more.
That's what I think so too, because even if I make it to affiliate, that doesn't matter to me. As long as I meet people and become friends with them, or just chill and relax and talk to each other, that's fine. But that's all fine with me. I'd rather have friends and have like, well, I mean, I like having. I don't understand that I don't have lots of followers, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. Like, at the end of the day, when I look at my Twitch chat and I see when I see someone I know and I've got to know one over the months of playing games, it makes me smile because I'm like, hey, even though they've stuck around and they know they don't have to watch my stream, they show up and support me, and that is like, that guy stands out. That guy is a friend. And then when someone comes along and says, hello, I'm new here, I'm like, welcome in. Come and join us. Like, you are always going to be welcome to be that next person that, I might get to know. Or maybe somebody else on the Discord will get to know and become friends with. I think some people joined my Discord. I'm not even lying. I think someone hooked up with someone, like as a couple, and that made me fucking smile so much. I was like, someone found love in something that I'd made. I don't know how that had happened, but that is the most beautiful thing I could have imagined.
That is like falling in love with someone, even just like when you meet them through a person you like watch or follow on YouTube, Discord, or YouTube,
yeah.
Twitch, whatever it is. Maybe
it's like, do you know when people say like, oh, I met a girl or I met a guy and they like the same interest as me, and it's like she likes Markiplier and I like Markiplier, and I'm like, that is fucking beautiful. But the fact that someone came up to me like, I have a girlfriend now and I met her through your Discord, I'm like, I did something. I was there on the correct day where they met me, and now that they've fallen in love with someone, and I might be the reason. That makes me smile so much. Like, I don't know why. That is one proud moment as a Twitch streamer. Moment. It's so wholesome. Like, I never thought that would happen. But yeah. I don't know. Like, streaming is just this crazy, like, whenever you like think of popular streamers, it's like sometimes it's controversy or they've said something or they've done something, but every now and again when you like, you think of like the little guys like us,
yeah,
you got these beautiful little moments that no one in the world is gonna notice, but we do, and we share these moments where like these moments have happened, and that's what means the most.
Yeah, but I think whenever, about the whole Discord situation, about how people join Discords and like all that stuff. Mine isn't that type of Discord where everyone like talks and no, it's just like a graveyard in a sense. Because the only thing that's really active is in my announcements or memes. I mean, there's some good memes in there.
Well, there you go. Like, dude, something's happening. But the beautiful thing about it is it grows. The more consistent you are, the more active you are, things will grow. And you do have to try and get the word out there. You do have to mention it to people. Like, there's nothing wrong with plugging yourself. As long as you're not constantly plugging yourself, and that's what you become about. Like,
Hey,
I'd
join
never
my
done-
Discord, you Fisher person.
yeah, like it took me a week to realize that was wrong, and I had to stop. Okay, I don't, being in people's face and doing that, it's just rude.
Yeah.
So, but if you be yourself, you work on yourself, like you have to work on yourself, and you try to be a better person, and you try to entertain people, and I don't know, you watch other people, you learn how to make people laugh. You do the rule of 3 for comedy, which is a good one for me. It's like if you want to make people laugh, you can use a joke 3 times in that day. Because by the 3rd time, it's funny again. If you do it anymore, it's ruined. So
Like-
you only do
It's like
the rule of
stealing
3.
memes. For instance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't steal jokes.
No, don't
In my
steal
own
jokes,
way,
no.
adapt the joke. Make it your own. Add a story that only you know to it. That's how you make yourself a better comedian or entertainer.
That's the main goal in life. Make things your own.
Yeah. Make yourself that perfect little bit of art that you can put on the wall and say you made that.
That's. Hey, that's what my niece did. She colored a picture of Elsa and put it on my mom's wall. What I'm looking at right now. It's all scribbled up, but it's art. It's her art.
Yeah. And no doubt in her mind she's proud of that. In the future, she'll probably change her opinion. Maybe she'll become a better artist. But at that moment in time, when she looked down that piece of paper and she finished it, she felt a sense of pride. And that pride is probably going to fuel her on... It could be what fuels her onto what become, one of the best artists in the world.
Right.
That's how I stay motivated in life. You gotta look at all the beautiful little moments and all the little achievements. You gotta recognize what they're worth. Those single moments, those little achievements, those are what, mean the most to you. And that's how you realize that life isn't so bad. Because even though there's a lot of shit out there, there's little moments like that where you just think to yourself and smile. And you go, yeah, that happened, I know it happened, they know it happened, and it was good.
That's why so many people, when they do VR chat, they do like skits or whatever, like how neither is. He does like sounds and all like dances and all that.
If you do one small thing that makes someone else's day brighter, then, in your own eyes, and their eyes, you're probably a superhero to them. Because you've helped them.
Hey, people look up
them
to you
smile.
and treat you with respect and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but you shouldn't have people look up to you. You should have people look at you.
True.
Equal ground.
Well, people can look up to you in a sense, like they want to pursue like something similar to you, I guess. That's what you can say. You don't look on down people negatively. You have to give them like be an inspiration to them.
Yeah. People can look up to you, and that's completely fair. But you should always look at a person directly. I mean, like, okay, how do I put this? Say you did something and it inspired somebody, and then that person decided to come meet you one day. You should, when you see them, you should greet them as a normal human being, like an equal. Because you never know, they might one day surpass you.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll remember for that moment that when they looked you in the eye, you looked at them at equal length and said, yeah, you're a cool dude. Let's just, work hard together.
That's one thing everyone needs to do in the world. Like this entire like how countries like fight against each other, like have like debates or argue
Yeah.
against. Like what they should do is just be caring on how whenever someone's in need, help them instead of like the North Korea and the United States thing.
Alright, let's not get political.
Political, just we don't need no Trump supporters here. Get off.
Alright,
No.
stop. I don't do politics, alright? That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying you
either.
know about. Politics is a fucking mess.
It
I
is.
try to avoid it whenever I can. All I'm gonna say is this: if you're a human being, there's another human being out there. Be respectful to that human being, because you never know. At some point, they're gonna have it bad. You might have it bad, and you by being nice to them that day, they might turn around one day and go, "Hey, that guy was nice to me. I'm gonna help him out."
That's my
Yeah.
main goal.
Love yourself and love other people. That's all you gotta do. If someone's being a total asshole, let them know. You
That's
know,
yeah.
there's
Someone's
nothing
like
wrong with that.
if someone's like messing with you or just like they're just like teasing you like a friendly tease, but if they tease you too much to make you feel like total crap, then stop.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like in the future, I'm probably gonna do one of those like my life things. Like when you get to like 1,000 something, you do like 100,000. Like you do a little story about your life. I'm gonna pour my heart and soul into that. And you're gonna see a lot of dark shit. Just putting it out there. Those 3 people watching it now, you're gonna see a lot of dark shit. It's gonna be a train wreck. But
A lot of people
you know,
have their selves from that are dark. It's not a bad thing in a sense. It's how you express it. Like, if you want help, get help. But if you want to be left alone with it, and you don't want anyone seeing inside your head,
mm,
then don't.
yeah, which is fair. I'll say this: even though all the shit that's happened in my life, I'm still sitting here today, and I've got a smile on my face, and I know in a way, I got here with the help of friends and family, and even though there's so much shit in the past, I don't care. I'm here now, and that's what matters. And if I'm here tomorrow, then I promise on that day I'm gonna do something that makes the next day a tiny bit better.
I believe
Anyway.
so too.
Right, Brant, this interview has been on for a while. I hope you don't mind me cutting it there. That's
Not
okay.
at all. Not at all. You can have your streams presented too.
That is true. I do need to go do my stream, and I have a lot to do in terms of things to do. But thank you very much for having me. I really hope
It's been a
I haven't
pleasure.
spoke too much.
It's time.
Okay. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone at home. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I hope you do that one little thing that makes your day so much better tomorrow. So take it easy, and good night.
Good night.
And see you later, Bran.
See ya.
You too. Did you end it?
Yep. Yes.